everyone, welcome back. I hope you all had a great week. We are in lockdown here in Melbourne for the past 9 days. It's supposed to end in another 3 days, but from the numbers, it looks like it might get extended. I'm just hoping that the lockdown ends pretty soon. Today, I'm going to be talking about the series Loki. The season 1 ended on 14th of July. It had a total of 6 episodes, which premiered on every Wednesday in Disney Plus. There are going to be a lot of spoilers in here, so be aware of that. Alright, let's jump into it. Unlike the other Marvel series which came out recently, the WandaVision, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which takes a timeline of after Avengers Endgame, Loki takes a different timeline altogether. It starts at the end of the 2012 Avengers movie, where Loki is defeated by the Avengers and is taken into custody. Loki gets hold of the Tesseract by an accident. He vanishes along with it and reappears in a desert, which sets off a totally different timeline. Unfortunately for him, a bunch of soldiers dressed in all black appear in the scene and take him into custody again. This is when we are introduced to a new concept which has never been addressed in MCU before, the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, who are responsible for maintaining the timeline of the universe. Let's talk about the individual characters in the series. The first one is obviously Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki. We see a lot of versions of Loki in the series. We see the funny one, the manipulative one, the foolish one, the deep thinking one, but the most important one we see is him in love. Tom Hiddleston has definitely done a great job in playing this character again, and also he's the executive producer of the series. The next important character is another variant of Loki. Interestingly, at the end of episode 2, we find out that it's a female version of him. It's played by Sophia Di Martino. Even though Sophia plays a lot of her scenes with Tom, she's able to maintain her screen presence, and it's really nice to see them both battling it out. The next important character is my favorite in the series. It's Mobius, played by none other than Owen Wilson. He has a lot of exchanges with Loki in the first 2 episodes, which is a breath of fresh air. Their interaction is a lot of fun. To be honest, I was really upset when he was pruned in the end of 4th episode, but I was really happy to see him back in the 5th. The next one's Gugu Batara, who plays the Renslayer. Even though she has a lot of scenes in the series, for me it really didn't make much of an impact. Her budding relationship with Mobius was really interesting. Let's see where they take it to in the next season. Unmi Mosaku plays Hunter B-15. She's one of the team leaders of TVA agents. She has a really good screen presence. Once Sylvie shows her what she used to be in the past, she plays the important role of jumping ship and helping Sylvie escape TVA. There are several notable characters in the final episode of the season. Most of them are variants of Loki. We see a kid Loki who becomes a variant by killing Thor. We see a classic Loki who faked being killed by Thanos. We see a boastful Loki who's always boasting. We also see a President Loki who has taken over the world. But the final twist comes when we meet this character, the Man Who Remains. He introduces us to the concept of multiverse, the war between different universes, and how he bet everybody to bring it down to a single timeline. The high point of the series was definitely episode 1 and episode 2, where we learn a lot about TVA and the variants. We also learned that they're going after a variant of Loki, and finally we find out that the variant is a woman. The low point of the series was episode 3. Nothing much happens in that episode, and it was kind of a drag. The season ends with a lot of unanswered questions, which is a nice little build up for the next season. Overall, I will give it a rating of 3 on 5. The final episode introduced a lot of interesting concepts. We will have to see how they use it in the upcoming season. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you guys soon.